Hello, I'm Ben from Laughing Place, and we're gonna unbox this X-Men box we got from Hasbro and check out what's inside. So as you can see inside, it is the 20th anniversary of the first X-Men movie. So Hasbro has created some figures celebrating not only the first X-Men movie, but films that have spun out from that cinematic universe. And so we'll see what we got here. First up, we got Wolverine, as portrayed by Hugh Jackman. And you got the Hasbro real-life face that they started with the Marvel Cinematic Universe figures a little bit ago, but now we're getting it from the X-Men. So here's Hugh Jackman as Wolverine. He's got his angry face, his happy face, or stoic face, I guess, it's Wolverine. And claws out, claws in. Next we got Mystique. And what's cool about her is that you have a couple different hands, but you also got a transforming arm as she's transforming into a more normal looking human through her natural mutant state. And that's two we got from X-Men. Next from Deadpool, you have Domino, or as they probably for legal reasons have to say Marvel's Domino. And she's got two different heads and a lot of weapons because it's Deadpool. And then Cable, as portrayed by Thanos, with a whole lot of weapons too. And as you can see, they have their real names on the box, but they're scratched out with their mutant names. So this is Nathan Summers, but we know him as Cable, and so on. So that's pretty cool. It's definitely got some Deadpool-like touches. For example, he put a Deadpool sticker over the X-Men logo on the box. Okay, so we got them out of the box. We're gonna start with the X-Men, then go to the Deadpool. First, we got Hugh Jackman here. As we said, he's got his angry head. He also has his claws out. You can take out the claws if you want, so he just has his fist like he's about to retract them. However, he also has his closed fist if you want to do more of a scene with him just talking to the X-Men where he's not going to threaten them. And then finally, you also have his other head, which is more of just his bug head as opposed to his head. So there's Wolverine as portrayed by Hugh Jackman. Then you have Mystique, Rebecca Romaine, I believe, in the first film. She is blue and has two kinds of hands. She has her open hand and then her fist. She comes in the box with one open hand, one fist, but if you want to change out which one she has, that's possible too. And then as I mentioned, she has an arm that she can change out so that you can have her transforming either in or out of a more human-like perspective. The texture of her, she's got her scales, and it's really cool. She's obviously naked, but that's the way she is in the movie. She has some great detail in the face. You know, it's hard, like here we have Hugh Jackman. You know, you can see his human characteristics. Mystique is obviously more of a transforming character, so she has a little bit of a blander expression, but that's true to the character. Now onto Deadpool. This is probably a good time to point out that these toys are for 14 and up. These are not kids' toys, as Deadpool should not be played with kids. And here's Domino. She has two different heads, and because it's Deadpool, she has a whole lot of weapons. 1, 2, 3, and then she has two different hands for both. She has her clenched hands, as you see her here, and then she has her holding hands, so you can put the weapons in her hands. She also has a lot of cool accessories, and then on her side, she has a holster for her gun, so you can just flop in her gun, so she has it ready. Next on to Cable. He's got full technovirus going on. In fact, if you look on the back of his neck, you can even see the detailing that they put, even though it's hidden by the cape most of the time, unless you take the cape off. He's got the teddy bear on the side, who is nice and textured as well. He also has a whole lot of weapons. He's got big weapons with different sorts of attachments to his big gun, and then a smaller gun that fits in his holster. This is a really cool figure. They all retail for $24.99, but I think you get a lot of value with Cable because you got the cape, you got the teddy bear, you got the full-on detailing on his arm that has the virus. And even if you look at his face, you can see it's very screen accurate, so it's pretty cool. So all these figures were sent to us by Hasbro. They're all really neat and a great way to celebrate X-Men's 20th anniversary. But this is not the entire collection. From my personal collection, we actually have two other sets, each 2 pieces that I'm going to show so you can see a whole glimpse of the collection. So both the Deadpool sets and the X-Men first movie set have a 2-pack. The first one is Professor X and Magneto, and the second one is Deadpool and Negasonic Teenage Warhead. What I like about this X-Men set is you got the 2 heads. You got the Patrick Stewart head and the James McAvoy head for Professor X, and you've got the Ian McKellen and Michael Fassbender head for Magneto. So you can have both of the iconic X-Men universe cinematic heads in one set. And then you have the Deadpool set, which comes with the 2 most iconic characters from the film, with Deadpool and Negasonic Teenage Warhead. And because you don't have all the different head changing in that one, you got a lot of cool different accessories, including the unicorn. Okay, now we got these guys out of the box. So you got Negasonic Teenage Warhead here. She's a lot slimmer than most of our other figures we've done today. So she's relatively light to the touch. She does have 2 different hand sets, fist and open. And then you can put her mutant power on top of her hands, kind of just wrap it around like so. And if you want to get more of an action pose like that. Then you got Wade Wilson here, Deadpool. I put the unicorn in. He also has alternate hands. He has a lot of alternate hands, so you can even have one where he's petting the unicorn. But he's got fists, weapon holding, and then just the open hand for the unicorn. He's got his katanas, which fit in the back of his outfit. And then he also has a weapon holster on both sides, so you can put some guns in there. There's some alternate guns as well, and even a dagger. So he's got a lot. I mean, if you count it, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 accessories just for Deadpool over here. Now you got what I think is a great value for the $49.99 is the X-Men set, which includes the wheelchair, which actually moves. You could have Magneto push the wheelchair, although you could probably just push it with his mind, so he doesn't actually have to hold it. And then you got the 2 heads. So you got the James McAvoy head, and then you also got the Patrick Stewart head. And then you could put on the Patrick Stewart head and have him hold James McAvoy's head because he's a Shakespearean actor. You have different hands. So you can have the sort of mutant, the psychic mutant pose here, or an open hand. Now they don't come with any weapons because it's Professor X and Magneto, but they have a lot of different vibes to them. The wheelchair's cool. It's not like a hovercraft like you would have seen, later on in his life, but it's just a standard wheelchair, but it allows you to still play with them and still be accurate to the storytelling. And a nice little tailored suit for Mr. Xavier. Then you have Magneto. Magneto has a lot of different options. You got helmet on Michael Fassbender, helmet off Michael Fassbender, helmet on Sir Ian McKellen, helmet off Sir Ian McKellen. And then you've got open fists, for when he's mad, or you can use the open hand fist for when he wants to use his Magneto powers. And then you got alternates for the left and the right. So you can have both or either, depending on if you think Magneto is left-handed or right-handed using his powers. So this is a great set. You get, the 2 star-crossed mutants here, and I think that's really great. But if you're a Deadpool fan, this is also a great set as well. And then you can combine them with the other figures we saw and kind of celebrate X-Men's 20th anniversary. I want to thank Hasbro for sending us these 2 and these 2 figures, as well as for making these 4 that I was able to purchase a little bit ago. They're available at retailers, including HasbroPulse.com, and it's a great way to celebrate the 20th anniversary of X-Men, whether you're a Deadpool fan, X-Men fan, or just a Marvel fan in general. So thanks so much, and have a great day.